So today I'm going to talk a little bit about losing people that you love. So it's an interesting topic, but I have just noticed I end up playing for a lot of funerals on the piano as prelude because I'm musical and that's what I do. So I end up sometimes even going to funerals that are for people that I don't know very well. But for the many people I've gone to and played for funerals that I do know, it's interesting to me how you come away knowing somebody much better than you did when they were alive. And I think that's why I wanted to talk about this today. I'd like to do better. I'd like to know people better before they're gone and not use it as, well, I'll get to know the real them when they die. I have fun memories of my grandparents. I'm thankful for the positive memories. There was a few that were rocky because they weren't perfect, as I'm not either. I had a Nana, a grandmother who was very, I don't know the right word to say, but she kind of said things that were unexpected. And but she had so many good qualities too, and I'm very thankful for the good grandparents that I had. I have a nephew that died of cancer when he was 6 or 7 years old. Young boy that sure went through a lot in his life. I have a dear friend, Michelle Cayley, that many of us know. She was a dance teacher and a wonderful mom and a young women's leader. I can remember when she was dealing with cancer, and I went over to see her once, and I just remember her having a plate with some pear slices on it, and me thinking how healthfully she was eating, and she invited me in to visit with her, and I was there to see how she was doing, and she just kept asking about my Heidi. How is she doing, and concerned for her and what was going on with her. And thought, how precious is that somebody who's going through so much, and she was so graceful in the way that she handled everything she went through, but she was just concerned for other people. And she was very, even when she was going through so many different kinds of cancer, I can remember her one arm not working well, and I don't remember if she called it limpy or something like that, but she called the other arm Champ. She just had an attitude of, instead of complaining about the arm that wasn't working, she just said, I'm just so thankful for Champ, who comes through and does what that arm needed to do. And it just was amazing to me how well she handled everything before she passed. A true example to me of the kind of person I want to be. Have another friend, Dawn, who passed not long ago, and she was literally just sitting and watching TV with her brother, and he turned over and turned to her, and she was gone. And I think sometimes as we talk about death, it helps us get ready, because we never know when it's our turn. We never know when it's our turn to go, and we need to say and do the things that will make us very thankful that we did them, because we might go. So I lost my dad a few years ago, and he was a good man. He was 88. He was probably ready to go, but I just love and appreciate him for all of his goodness too. And probably the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I lost my sweet brother just a year and a half ago or so, and he's my younger brother by 3 years, and I cannot think of a negative thing to say about my brother Darren. He was a good man. He was a good brother. He was a wonderful husband and a wonderful dad. And he went to sleep one night and didn't really wake up. He was gone unexpectedly at a young age. And I love him. And I don't understand. It seems like a lot of the really good people have to go and leave us. However, I was listening to a podcast that got shared with me, and somebody had talked about my brother Darren. He had said when he was young that my brother Darren was kind of a big teddy bear kind of guy, a big guy, and nobody messed with him. And this group of boys were were picking up newspapers to recycle for making money for scouts or something, I think. And this boy that was telling the story said I was kind of young and scrawny, and other kid was picking on me and throwing the newspapers hard at me to knock the wind out of me. And Darren just stood up for him and went over and got in his face and said, "You mess with him, you mess with me. Stop that." And I just listened to that recently, that podcast, and I thought, we all leave a mark when we go. And I know my brother's mark that he left was so good and so positive. And I want to leave that kind of mark too. I want to see people deeply and well while I'm here on this earth with them and before they go. And I want to be the kind of person when I go that I leave a really positive mark. So thank you for letting me share that with you today. My prayer is that I can do this and that I can live a better life, trying to be like my Heavenly Father and His Son, Jesus Christ. Do a little better every day. Hope you have an absolutely joyful, wonderful day. Thanks for joining me.